about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to the beautiful people.
What's going on, beautiful people?
First, before we start, we got a show Friday night. This Friday in New York City. If you're free, please come out. It's going to be a live podcast. We will be having Maddie, our former guest, on with us live. It should be a lot of fun. Come out. Beautiful. We'll be also streaming that online. You could check our link in our bios to check that out. It should be a good time. So if you want to do that, please do.
Yep, 9:30 p.m. Friday night. Caveat, Lower East Side, New York City. And yeah, you can stream. Get the link to that wherever you find us.
I want to say something.
What's up?
I talk about how much I love mysticism. How much I love...
Mysticism?
Yeah, mysticism.
Okay.
What's the matter? Why can't you
No,
say
that's
the word?
just a fun word. It's an interesting word.
I'm
It's
elevated.
not very often you get the is sound 3 times in the same word.
It's mysticism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many other words get the is noise 3 times in one word?
Cynicism.
Mysticism.
Cynicism. A lot of the isms. Cynicism.
Cynicism. Yeah.
Great. I thought of example instant.
All right. True.
I'm not saying I'm the most smart.
True. All right. Mysticism.
So I'm not a man that always... I preach that how much I love mysticism, how much I think that's beautiful. But I'm not a man that always believes that.
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
it's in my favor. Unless it's in my favor, that's when I believe.
In mysticism.
That's when I believe in tarot. That's when I believe in fortune. That's when I believe in horoscopes. And babes and babelettes, let me tell you, Mercury is out of retrograde.
Okay.
And you know who that affects the most?
You?
Virgos. Us.
No.
Us.
Is this because somebody posted it?
Yes, a very hot girl.
Okay.
One of the hottest people I follow posted
Okay.
that Mercury is out of retrograde, so we
And it's
believe
going to help
it.
us.
And it's going to help us.
Okay.
It's been a challenging 3 weeks, they said.
For the people who have Mercury in retrograde.
And finally, it will help us.
When is the first time
And
you heard of Mercury in retrograde?
After college.
Same, yeah. Like
After
24 years old.
It's an after college thing. Blaming Mercury in retrograde is an after college thing. Before that, you're just young. You could blame sensible things. You could blame. You don't need to blame the gods and the stars upon you missing something.
Also, your life is a little more segmented. Like you have other things, like you have college for 3 months at a time, and then you have finals is like a few weeks of that, a welcome. Like it's segmented, and then you have spring break or whatever. And
So
it's
you're saying
kind
that
of
Mercury breaks up the year.
It is a little bit of like once you graduate and you just start working, it's like all right, every day kind of is you're doing the same thing every day, so you don't have as much deviance all the time. So like Mercury in retrograde can be a little 3-week stint 2 times a year that it is a little excitement, I guess.
Well, I'll say it's not excitement. It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
Do you know nothing about Mercury in retrograde, huh?
No. I mean, I know that it's not good. It's
not,
out of balance.
It's not good at all.
Yeah.
It depends what we're talking about here. But
yeah. Whenever I think of Mercury in retrograde, I think of a thermometer because that's Mercury. I think of like Mercury, the element, not the planet. And I always think of like a thermometer, like Mercury, the element is just going to behave wrong. So I just picture in my head a thermometer whenever somebody says Mercury in retrograde.
I wouldn't tell the girlies that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry,
I wouldn't
girlies.
tell the girlies
I'm sorry, girlies.
I wouldn't. That's straight up disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
That's like walking in a church being like, I see a cross, all I see is a T.
That is true.
That's what you're doing to the girlies right now.
The girlies.
I just want you to know the disrespect that you're showing right now on the podcast.
I'm sorry, girlies.
Please,
the
apologize.
periodic table of elements has monopolized my view of Mercury.
I don't even recognize the planet unless we're talking hoo-hoo-ha-ha stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
The woo-woo, I say Mercury's real. Otherwise, I go, I hate I don't believe in it.
Okay. Interesting.
But I'll tell you this. I believe in tarot. I believe in fortune. When it's there to benefit me and justify what I'm feeling inside.
Same.
When it's there, when I have a certain feeling, like, ooh, someone's been kind of distant to me, and I get a tarot, and it's, oh, I see space between you and a loved one. I go, thank you. Thank you for preaching to me, okay? That anytime I make it justify what I want.
That's nice.
My new interpretation with tarot, astrology, all this stuff is I just have it feed the narrative I want it to feed in my life.
That's kind of how I've always operated with it.
This is a new discovery for me, and I will only be looking at it as a positive thing. And if something is bad, it is not my fault. It is the stars.
Yes. Specifically, I like with like relationship stuff. It's like I'll be Googling Virgo and blank friendship, Virgo and blank relationship, Virgo and blank sex chemistry.
You're Googling that?
Sometimes, yeah, I have in the past. Especially like when I was in a relationship and it wasn't working out, I'd be like Libra and, because my ex was a Libra and Virgo this, Libra and like I would be doing a lot of that kind of stuff, trying to find justifications for what was going on.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. For me,
you're looking for answers sometimes.
I blame the stars. It's not, was I rude and ignored all her texts? Yes. Is it my fault? No, it's the stars.
No, it's compatibility.
Have I just not been taking care of myself and just working nonstop and looking at the devil? Yes. Am I tired because of that? No. I'm tired because Mercury's in retrograde, okay?
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's a good...
That's it. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
I have a screaming match with my mother. Me and her furious at each other.
No way.
Is it because of love? Because of hate? Or because of anger building up? No. Venus is not in alignment. So this is it.
Yeah.
All blame is lifted from me.
That's nice.
I see things on the internet and it blows my mind. The spin job that people be putting on stuff.
Yes.
The spin job that people be putting on stuff blows my mind. And I'm done not putting spin jobs on my own life.
Okay, so like give me an example of a spin job online.
A spin job online.
Yeah.
We went on 3 dates. I didn't like them. I set a boundary that we'll never talk again.
Okay.
That's you just breaking up with someone.
Yeah.
That's not a boundary.
Yeah.
And it's no gender. This is not gendered.
Yes. Okay.
This is not gendered.
Okay.
What? People be putting spin jobs on stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to get in on the spin jobs.
Yeah. You have to.
I'm gonna become a spin doctor.
So you want to be
one of my favorite
What do you
bands.
What do you want to be?
One of my favorite bands is Spin Doctor.
Okay.
I saw them in concert. They played Two Princes 3 times.
I thought you've said that. And I don't know what Two Princes. I know if I were to hear it.
If you want to bum me flower, just go ahead now. I believe so.
Yeah.
I heard it 3 times and I still can't remember what the song is. Spin Doctor.
I don't know it either, and you've talked about it a lot.
A doobie-doo, a doobie-doo, a doobie-doobie. Saw them.
What do you want to be? You're the main character. So how are you spinning? Are you like a superhero? Like, are you a pure protagonist? Are you like an anti-hero? Are you what kind of?
Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
We wake up.
Okay.
My movie started this morning.
Okay.
My movie started this morning.
Yeah.
There's that horrible Rogan quote.
Okay.
That he goes, you have to act like you're the main character in this story and this is an underdog tale and your movie starts today.
Okay.
My movie starts today. I just hope it's not a documentary about me driving on the wrong side of the road. We never said what type of movie, Rogan.
Yeah.
Rogan never claimed what type of movie.
No.
Right?
Yes.
So you're right. I got to specify what type of movie because
because you can spin however you want. You could become a supervillain. You could be whatever. It's all. The spin job can go any which way. It just happens to be that these people that you seem to be seeing online want to feel absolved of their actions. So they want to feel good. They want to be seen as positive. But some people want to be seen as like really complicated. Those people are sometimes even more annoying.
Yeah.
When there's like a pretty simple situation and they like overcomplicate, and it's like, I don't think your life is as like complicated as you seem to be thinking.
Rogan has to clarify what type of movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone doesn't want the same movie as you, Rogan.
Yeah.
Okay? All our movies aren't that we go in the woods, we kill shit, and then we come back 4 feet nothing, and then we brag about how much we killed.
True, yeah.
Right? That's
or
not
like
going
a
to be my
fighting
story.
movie. He likes probably a boxing
Or a
type
boxing
of movie.
or
yeah, where you really
a Rocky
train.
or
yeah.
a Creed type.
Yeah.
I'm not a Creed.
No. I
If my
mean, you
movie-
want to be a Creed, you could be a Creed.
If my movie, shut the heck up, Robbie.
What do you mean?
I couldn't. There is a certain age in everyone's life where they start hitting roadblocks of never gonna happen.
No, you're not
Never
going to
gonna
become
happen.
a professional boxer.
Never gonna happen.
But all these movies, you're not going to.
Never gonna happen.
These movies, for you, yeah. I mean, for somebody to have a movie made about them, they have to do something pretty significant.
Okay.
Um.
So here's the thing. I have to pick what type of movie
Yeah.
I want to be the main character of.
Correct.
And that's where the journey begins.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Marriage Story.
You could do that, and you could spin that. You could spin. You could spin a lot of things.
I want to remake Marriage Story from Adam's point of view.
I never seen the movie.
Neither have I.
But
For a movie I quote all
Yeah.
the time, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
The dramatique is funny.
Yeah. I
What
mean, you
type
could just
of
start bringing that energy everywhere, to the bodega,
Nah.
to you just start having really dramatic,
moments?
yeah,
I can't do
emotions, letting
Can I tell you what?
letting words really affect you.
I do sometimes put my hand on my heart, go, thank you, brother.
Yes, you do.
Thank you, brother. I put my hand on my heart to show peace and love.
Okay.
I need to figure out what type of movie my life is going to become.
Okay.
Because up to now, it's been a montage of cigarettes being put out on my arm.
That's
and
what
me
it
getting
is?
kicked over the train tracks.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
And me walking in the deli and everyone laughing in my face.
yeah.
Now, we got to figure out what type of movie the Seabass Provolone's going to do.
That's nice.
Here's the thing. Either it's an external force comes here and changes me,
Okay.
or an internal force changes me from the inside out.
Okay.
Now, I can't depend...
Pretty. Okay.
What?
This is not pretty vague.
I know. Well, we're starting from
Internal
Baggedy.
or
We're starting from
external?
we're starting from Baggedy.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Baggedy?
Baggedy.
Is that a new word?
You better believe it.
Yeah. All right.
I can't be a little Baggedy.
Yeah. We're starting from Baggedy.
We're starting from Baggedy. Okay.
Okay.
We build from
I think
Baggedy.
you could just say vague.
Okay. I'm
No,
not.
I like it, Baggedy.
I'm not a
We're making up
basic
new
boy.
words. Okay.
I'm
I
not
like
a
it.
basic boy. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to be artic. Okay. So we'll start from Baggedy and then we'll build from there. So either it has to be something from outside comes into my world to change it, and then the change happens from there.
Okay.
Something affects me from the outside, or something happens on my inside and it changes to my outside.
For sure, yes.
Right?
Those
Those
are
are
the
the two
only two. Those are the two options.
Or nothing changes at
Or
all.
nothing changes, and it's
And then
just
there's no
reality TV.
Then there's no movie at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Then it's non-union.
Yes.
And we strike.
Yes.
Okay. So those are the two things. Now let's think, Robbie, let's think realistically.
Okay, let's think
I
realistically.
can't depend on aliens attacking.
No,
I can't.
no.
So we have to rule that out.
But external, it could be anything.
And we're starting from there.
Okay, are we eliminating external, or are we just eliminating aliens?
We're eliminating aliens.
Okay, all right.
Can we eliminate zombies?
Yeah, I think so.
I think if zombies would have happened, COVID was our chance to make this a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Once COVID happened.
I'm good on zombies. I'm probably good on robots, like AI stuff. It could.
Oh,
that is plausible.
Oh, I would say.
I'm just gonna let you know. I probably won't watch the movie. If it's about AI changing you, an external force, AI changes you.
Okay.
What do you want? Is this
wouldn't
what you
watch
want?
the movie?
I mean, I would watch the movie, I suppose.
You wouldn't watch the movie of my life?
You're not are you starring in it?
No.
Okay.
No, of course not.
Rocky wrote a movie.
Kathy Bates is me. Kathy Bates, misery star only. Kathy Bates will play young me.
Okay.
No, Kathy Bates will be me. No, who would be me? It would be I meant the guy from I, Tanya.
I doubt he's funny enough, but sure.
He's hilarious. So here's the deal.
Okay, you need external or internal.
We'll get rid of AI.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
We'll get rid of AI. 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 We'll get rid of AI the most probable thing to change me, right, is going to be something realistic and grounded.
Okay.
Unless something magical happens. And me in a magical universe might be the most exciting thing I could ever imagine. When I was a kid, my sister would tell me that in the basement, she had a magic key. And she would come say, Sebastian, come here, let me tell you. I go, tell me a story. And she goes, in the basement, I have a magic key. And we put the key in, and it goes to another universe in the crawl space in the basement. And this is a magical universe. And she'd tell me about it. And as she was telling me about it, I go, well, stop, I'm scared. I would get so scared of this magical universe, which sounded beautiful and lovely.
Yeah.
But just the idea that reality was different than I knew, I couldn't handle.
I would do this shit too. With my younger brother.
And would he get scared?
No, but I would try to get him scared a little bit.
My sister
we had bunk beds, so every night I would get like an hour of making shit up to my brother if I wanted. So when I was a kid, I was really
on bottom or top?
I was on top.
Is that the ideal?
No, wait. I was on bottom. What am I saying? I was on bottom.
What are you saying?
I was on bottom. 100% on bottom.
Okay. Yeah, that's the ideal spot.
Yeah.
You know I fell off a bunk bed.
No, I didn't know that.
I can't go. I fell off the top of a bunk bed, bro.
Really?
Ooh, doggy. I fell off the top. I went to military camp. You know this, right?
Okay.
I went to military camp.
I thought you went to Boys State.
I call it military camp.
Okay, it's the same thing. All right. You know this, so I'm like, he's never said the words military camp.
I went to military
But I know he went to Boys State.
I was a troubled youth, and it was run by the Marines.
Okay. So,
Hey,
you could call it military camp.
We woke up in the morning and marched. We did physical training.
Yeah.
We learned how to walk. We had 15 minutes to eat our food.
15 minutes. All right.
Because it was run like the military.
Okay.
I went to Boys State.
I went to Boy Scout camp, and there would be like colors in the morning. You would have to do a little march, but we had time to eat, and there were songs during the eating, so it wasn't super.
We had to climb up hills on all fours, up and down.
Yeah, no, all right, sure, we could call
People
that.
would
We could
scream in
definitely.
our
That's
face.
military camp. We'll call
We
it
had to be
military camp.
up. They did bed checks.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We
had to
that.
stand by our beds. They did bed checks. We had to march. We had to go left, left, right, left. The whole thing about face.
Yeah.
I had to learn the whole kit and caboodle.
That's fun.
For who? You know how bad I am?
No, I guess that's not that.
I'll
fun.
go left,
Really?
left, right, left. I'll be shaking my ass as I march, and the kids behind me will get in trouble. They go, "What are you laughing at, Major Boo Boo?" Right?
Oh, really?
They'd be laughing, and they go, "Nothing, sir." And they go, "Tell me, was Mr. Conelli shaking his ass again?" I need to know if Mr. Conelli was marching, shaking his ass again. And they go, "No, Mr. Conelli was not shaking his ass again." I go, "I wasn't." Boop. And they go, "Mr. Conelli, heels now." Or what was even worse was they would make everyone do push-ups.
Okay.
Because I would get in trouble for shaking my ass while marching. Right? I'd be...
Okay.
I'd sometimes hit with the about face. I go, "Whoop." I make like bop it noises, right? And they go, "Wait, was Mr. Conelli making noises doing the about face again?" And then I go, and everyone go, "No, sir." And then they go, "I don't believe you." And they go, "Mr. Conelli, come here." And they get nose to nose to me. Felt like I was playing gay chicken. Remember that game?
Okay.
Oh, what a weird thing.
Yeah.
What a weird 2000 homophobic bullshit.
Yeah, I never really played.
You never played?
No.
I had buddies that would brag about how far they could get in gay chicken. I was like, yeah, good for you. Who the fuck cares? Guess it, dude. I don't give a shit. It was so
it's literally
weird.
Just a peck on the lips.
There was 100.
Congratulations.
There was something about 2004 when you got 12 dudes in a room all drinking that gay chicken would come up.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
It is weird because the things that those people call gay is vast. And that gay chicken is not one of the things that they call gay.
No. They would call you studying was gay.
Everything was gay.
Calling your mother was gay.
Yeah.
Making broccoli was gay. But them kissing another dude on the, they go, "You're gay for not kissing me on my lips.
Yeah.
How dare you not kiss me on my fucking lips, you homo."
Yeah.
They'd be screaming, calling dudes homos.
Yeah, it's wild.
Because they wouldn't make out with them.
Yeah.
This is how I grew up.
I know.
And I'm just like, please take me to church.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You homo, you won't kiss me on the lips.
So you're at Boy State or military camp. Nose to nose.
Nose to nose. They go, Mr. Conelli. I go, yes, sir. And they go, yes, what? I go, yes, sir.
Is this? I was just gonna ask. Is this the origin of your Foghorn Leghorn voice?
No.
Where everyone was doing Foghorn Leghorn and you had to learn how to do it?
No. Foghorn Leghorn was around for
Earlier.
years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I would love to know the origin after this story, maybe.
It's for a different time.
Okay,
a different
time.
Right?
All right. So you already had a pretty well dusted off Foghorn Leghorn at this point.
Oh, well.
You had to go.
My.
Yeah, okay. All right. So you were able to give it back.
No one knew I was from Staten Island.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I was from Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, everyone talked like this at Boy State.
Because that's how you yell.
Yeah, that's how you communicate.
And they go, were you making noises as we were doing the about face? I go, no, sir. And he goes, everyone, push-ups, go. And he make everyone do push-ups as I watch them do push-ups. And he go, we'll stop when Mr. Conelli says that he did it.
Okay. Did you? My instinct would probably be to drop down and start doing push-ups, so that I'm not like the guy. Like, and then they'd have to yell at me to come back up. But at least I do the motion to show everyone else like I want to be in the trenches with you.
That would have been a good idea.
You didn't do that.
No,
You just stood there, started shaking your ass a little more.
They said, Mr. Conelli.
I didn't do it.
They said, Mr. Conelli, look at all those people doing push-ups for you. They said, do you want a glass of water? I go, I sat there, I got a glass of water. And they go, look at Mr. Conelli enjoying water. They go, how's that water, Mr. Conelli? I go, pretty good. Yeah. And they all be dropping. Kids' arms were shaking. One kid had to go to the hospital because he ripped tear the muscle in his arm because of how many push-ups he did. So anyways, that was day one of
Military camp.
And so I got back. The kids forgave me because I had a nice personality.
Yeah. You need comedic relief in a place like Boy State. High value.
The easiest laughs you could ever get.
Yes.
I got all showered up, slippered up, and I was ready to go to bed. I'm climbing up to the top bunk. Climbing on the side. I've never climbed a bunk before. This is my first night going in. I start climbing up the bunk, and I go on the mattress, and I misstep, and I miss the mattress completely.
Oh.
And I fall, and I lands my foot on a garbage can, on the rim of a garbage can.
Oh, no.
Boom. Screaming.
Did you fall in the garbage or out?
My foot landed on the garbage, and I jumped up.
Oh, okay.
So you know how much that hurts? To have
my
weight at one point on the garbage?
Yes. Very much painful.
I went to the nurse the next morning. I was relieved from physical training and the physical marching and activity for the rest of the weekend.
For the week?
Military camp.
Because you got a foot cramp?
Because I got a foot cramp.
On day one?
On day one.
Wow.
After making everyone have to do push-ups for me because I was being too sassy marching around.
Wow, you really had to be funny the rest of that trip.
You have no idea.
You had one role. It was just established. This guy's just going to make us laugh.
I sang the national anthem.
You did?
That was my job then.
Okay.
I respected the flag. That was my big job then at military camp. So I don't think it's going to be a military story that I go into.
Yeah.
I don't think that will be because I've done that and I failed.
Okay.
I think throughout your life you get choices of what type of movie you're going to be in, you know?
Yeah. But, I mean, you were talking about your sister making shit up. I was saying I would do the same exact thing to my brother.
Yes.
Bunk beds.
And you were the bottom bunk.
Bottom bunk, yeah.
So I don't think I would love a mystical world because one of my favorite movies of all time when I was a kid was Black Knight. Have you seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh, God. Martin Lawrence goes to medieval times. Tremendous. Tremendous.
Medieval times is fun.
Love it.
Anything with a voice is fun.
Can I tell you? Everything has a voice.
Yeah, no, I mean,
go to
like
Texas. What are we talking here?
Yeah, Texas. Yeah.
Go anywhere.
Voices are fun.
Only if you're doing it.
Yeah.
Medieval times. Well, I went as a child to the Ren Fair. Did you ever go?
I've never been to the Ren Fair, and I've never been to medieval times.
I went to the Ren Fair. And I'll tell you this, man. It was truly some of the most mind-blowing boobs I've ever seen as a child.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that was going to go that way.
It was truly...
Okay.
The Ren Fair The Ren Fair as a boy was an experience that enlightened me that I did a whole report on page squires and knights because of the boobs I saw at the Renaissance Fair.
Wow.
I got so titillated that I said I want to learn all about this culture.
This culture, okay.
This world, this past life.
Yeah.
Because everyone wore corsets.
I see.
They all wore corsets.
Which is a push-up bra that starts at your vagina.
Does not start at your vagina.
Doesn't it go? Isn't it a one piece?
Doesn't start at your vagina, Robbie.
Where does it start?
I'm gonna have to get my mother in to teach you about what the vagina is again.
Yeah, she might have to.
Because the vagina, where do you think the vagina starts?
I know where a vagina is.
Where?
I know. I know where it is.
I worry about you, bro.
Does it not? Is it not a one piece situation? I guess some corsets don't have to go all the way down.
Nah, they don't go all the way down.
Yeah.
I worry about you. You know, I got some news about you this week.
What? Yeah. New news? What, different than the one you just told me before we started?
I got some news about you this week.
Different than the news that you told me before.
The same.
Same news?
I got a report. Someone I know goes to Robbie's gym. And they said to me, I saw them this weekend. They were there. They said, "Hey, does your buddy Robbie work at this gym?" I go, "Yeah." They go, "Oh yeah, I think I saw him staring at me through the glass windows for a while the other day. I think I saw him standing at the glass, staring at me as I worked out."
Yeah, I messed up.
That was the report I got back about you.
Yeah.
The person that knows that was like,
I didn't know the person, but I knew of the person, and I knew they went to the gym, and I probably stared too long.
All I know is that they recognize you because they said that you were almost nose to glass, staring at them as what, were they on a bike or something?
Bike, and then maybe off the bike.
You are.
I do laps, so like I might have. I don't know.
They said that they glanced over, and they're like, "Oh, I think that's Sebastian's buddy, Robbie." And then they glanced away, and then they glanced back, and you were still didn't even blink.
Damn, that's a bad look.
It's a tough look, Robbie.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about this staring at the gym?
I won't. I don't know. I'm not. I wasn't like checking the person out. No, it was more like
they didn't interpret that at all.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. It was not a checking somebody out situation.
They did not think that at all. They more thought it was like, who's this boy?
I was like,
who's this child that's like doesn't realize how long you make eye contact with someone?
I know. I had known. Yeah. I messed up. That's what. All I could say is I messed up.
You gotta do a sneaky eye.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta do a sneaky eye.
I know.
Let me see. You look at me like you know, like you think you know me at the gym. Ready?
That's what I probably did.
You bite your lip.
I didn't mean to bite my lip.
For the people that aren't watching, he literally whipped his head at me, bit his lip, and opened his eyes.
I didn't mean
wider.
to bite my lip.
That's more aggressive than staring, Rob.
I know, and that could be seen as like in a manner that is like I'm checking them out
yes.
too. But it's more like my thinking face, I guess. I guess I'm just like, oh, is that the person who I thought it was? Because it wasn't. I never met the person, but I knew they go there. So and it was a sibling of someone I know. So I'm like, oh, they kind of look like this person. Are they
and I
related?
don't even know this person that well.
Yeah, are they related? I'm like, oh, it kind of does. It could be. I know that their sister goes. Like, I never would think that they were necessary. I wouldn't be like, oh, that is XYZ's relative. But I happen to know that someone who has a relative that goes here. So I'm like, oh, that could be the relative because they look enough alike. Like, there's enough things.
Heard.
This is what was going on. There's the amount of time of all the shit that I'm telling you in my head, I was probably staring.
I heard that you just stand at the window staring.
No, I don't say. I don't do that.
You stand.
I do look around sometimes, but I daydream sometimes. Also, I could be like lost in my daydream, which wasn't the case at this point. I wanted to say it wasn't the case this time. And
the excuses are. Do you see the spin
I'm
job?
sorry, I messed up. I said I messed up.
Job?
No, I didn't say. I said I messed up like 5 times.
Okay, you're right. You messed up.
I messed up.
It's okay.
I shouldn't stare.
We have to limit the stares.
Definitely have to limit the stares. Yeah, it's like so. Like I couldn't say because there's a glass in between us, so I couldn't be like, "Hey, are you XYZ?"
You were.
I couldn't do any of that.
Like with your eyes, you practically knocked on the window and pointed.
Basically, yeah, I know.
know me.
I know.
Maybe.
I know.
Even if this person recognized you, and it's such a far acquaintance, that what would you have said?
I wasn't. No, I didn't even think they knew who I was at all. In my head, they have zero idea. They have zero idea who I am.
Even worse, Robbie.
I know what I said. I brought this up to you before even you did.
You brought it up.
I did bring it up.
You did bring it up.
I mean, I would have said what happened.
But it's even worse that you didn't. That you were like, oh, they don't know who I am.
I thought they didn't know who I was. Yeah, I just assumed they wouldn't know who I. Like, why would they?
I don't know.
But it is what it is. I'm sorry. I should apologize.
Maybe your story is taxi driver.
I mean,
swim fan.
Let's do it.
Are you swim
no,
fan?
it's not swim fan.
Is that the movie that you're in?
No.
Yo, what's up, everyone? We are sponsored today by Sunset Lake CBD. If you want to go check them out, they have a lot of great products over there. They got some dog treats. They have oils that you can put in your drinks. They have gummies. They have sleep time gummies. They have CBD gummies with actual THC in them. They have 3 milligrams of THC in their Good Vibes gummies. So if you want to go check that out, use the promo code LOUD LOUD to get 20% off your entire purchase with the promo code LOUD. And I've been rocking out hard, man.
Yeah, I really love these Good Vibe gummies, to be honest.
Let me tell you this, man.
Yeah.
I've been going to some situations
where
the vibes have not been good, okay? I've been in some situations, and I take one of these Good Vibe gummies.
Okay.
The Good Vibe gummies, I put good vibes inside of me, and those good vibes go to them.
Okay.
And the whole room changes.
Yeah.
I am changing locations because of this Good Vibes gummies, okay? I had to go to Sunday Mass the other day.
Oh, wow.
Dominos de Deus. I take out a Good Vibe gummy. All of a sudden, Jesus! People are clapping their hands. They're singing because I'm vibing hard on the Psalms.
Okay.
I'm hitting riffs at the end of Psalms with these good vibes, okay? I have to go to all these situations that aren't ideal.
Okay.
My father needed help moving stuff out of the basement. He had to get rid of a lot of stuff from his past. The vibes are off. I take a Good Vibe gummy. All of a sudden, I was on Whose Lawn Is It Anyways, bringing out the garbage. You had no idea what these Good Vibes gummies do. These 3 milligrams, they take me to the moon, brother.
Okay.
You have no idea.
They elevate the situation. They slightly they taste good and they elevate whatever. I think they're perfectly named. Good Vibe gummy.
I had to go to the DMV.
Yeah.
I walk in, grouchy. Everyone's there.
Yes.
I take a Good Vibe gummy. By the end of it, we were playing charades. I had people at the DMV on their feet because I took a good vibe, I put it in me, and then I put it out in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the people saying, "Oh, can you read the chart behind me?" I go, ILOVEU, and they go, "Shut up!" I go, "Good vibes," and then wink at them. I don't have a license. But the Good Vibe gummies are bringing good vibes to me, and I'm able to share that with the world.
Yeah.
My mother found out she wasn't going to be able to spend Mother's Day with all her children.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
Did you give her some Good Vibe gummies?
I gave my mother some Good Vibe gummies. She didn't even know Mother's Day existed anymore.
That's how good the vibes were.
The vibes were so good, my mother forgot Sunday was a day.
There's some good vibes at your house on Staten Island, especially when the weather's nice. I'm excited for these Good Vibe gummies.
The Good Vibe gummies are going to be out.
Chilling by a pool with a float. Good Vibe gummies.
Sometimes you walk into a good vibe situation and you have bad vibes.
Oh, yes.
Right? So you're coming over to my pool. We're lounging. My dad's playing Margaritaville. He's got some songs going. You better take a Good Vibe gummy so you bring that nice energy into my family.
You can't allow bad vibes to come in. You have Good Vibe gummies at the door. You got to either choose.
Sometimes, if you're walking into a good situation, right, you got to bring your vibes up. If you walk into a bad situation, you got to bring their vibes up.
Yes.
And there's only one way to do it.
Good Vibe gummies, baby.
So people talk about parallel universes, right? I talk about this on the show sometimes, too.
Okay, yeah.
I want to make sure that we're jumping from one movie to another, whatever movie we can be in. And I want to make sure that I'm in a movie that's blessed.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
I don't care about a happy ending.
Okay.
Can I just say that out loud?
Okay.
I don't care about a happy ending to my life.
Yeah, it all ends the same way. Not the same, but
yeah. I think a happy ending is fucking overrated.
Okay.
I'd rather a horrible ending and a beautiful everything else.
Okay.
To have everything in my life be beautiful and then a horrible thing at the end, fine.
Sure.
Fine.
Yeah.
I don't need a happy ending to my movie.
Okay.
That's why I think happy endings are overrated, because it's all these it's like the struggle was worth it, you know?
Yeah.
I'd rather a happy journey.
I like the abrupt ending. Like
Sopranos.
Yes. Like nobody really does it. You're not seeing that a lot.
Remember the pushback
like
I
movies, TV shows. Yeah, but like
remember the pushback I got?
Not really. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really remember the pushback because I didn't watch it live.
Insanity! How many people hated it's a butt of a joke.
Yeah.
So why would someone continue to do something that everyone hated?
Did it not? I think I liked it.
It aged well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it probably has aged well, and I'm saying I like it. I thought it was good.
Well, I think the thing is, movies. People want their life to have a happy ending.
Yeah.
They're like, all of this has to be for a good ending.
Yeah.
So when things don't have a good ending, or if it's just abrupt and realistic, it makes them feel bad.
Yes, for sure. But then the Game of Thrones, they had this like whole resolution. It was bad. They like tried to tie everything up, all these loose ends. They have a clear ending, and it was bad. It was so awkward.
It was awkward.
I would say so.
You were sitting there going,
"This is awkward." 100%. They have this whole big the whole big show.
You said this is awkward to someone?
No, in my head.
Do you know what awkward means?
In my head.
Do you know what awkward means?
Yeah, do you want me to explain to you what happens or no?
No, because who knows? Maybe I'll see it. I only saw one episode ever.
Okay.
It was the episode that was very dark in the last season.
Yeah.
I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
I think that awkward is like you go to grab a cab at the same time as someone, and you're both like, oh, well, I was here first. Awkward is you feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You sat at the TV being like, I don't know what to do. How do you want me to react to you?
No, it was more that what was happening on screen was awkward. There was like 5 or 6 people in an empty Coliseum type thing, kind of just being like, all right, who's going to be the king? And that was the whole, like...
And there was just awkward silences?
Yeah. It's just like, I think it should be this person. It's like, what? We did a whole show with dragons and all the shit and like all like politics and to be like 5 people in a little room to be like, yeah, I don't know who we should give it to. And then they gave it to not even somebody who was like, kind of gone for a whole season. It was just a strange ending.
So, yeah. But the point is that I don't think the ending even matters. Did you like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, but I'm not going to rewatch. I guess a bad ending to me, it was like I don't know.
Did you enjoy watching? Would you get excited to watch Game of Thrones?
I never watched it live. I thought it was corny. So I only watched the last season live, which the last season was the ending and it wasn't great. So it's hard for me to, not really. I mean, it was fun for that last season. It was like those 6 episodes. We rented, like, my friend worked in production, and there was like a post-production studio that we would just go to for free, and we had a bunch of people watch it. We got snacks. It was like a whole party that we would do. So that aspect of it was fun, but
I guess
I had this big like Game of Thrones every week? Like that wasn't really my vibe. I thought it was corny.
So then this is a bad example. Then I guess my point was that like it's about if you enjoyed every episode. Why should we judge it based on the last?
Yeah.
Is the point.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
there's some really good seasons.
A lot of people love
a
lot of shows, and then the endings are bad. Comedies famously have bad endings.
It's hard to end.
Because a lot of comedies, they try to do something serious, and it's not what everyone's there for every time.
Yes.
It's like all of a sudden we're going to get emotional and sentimental, and it's serious, and everyone's like, I love the show because the Seinfeld example is that so everyone's like, they were like, oh, these are bad people, but they love them. And so Larry David listened to everyone, and Seinfeld, they were like, oh, these are bad people. Finally, we'll make it serious and give them what they want and show them, show the people that they're bad. And everyone's like, why'd you do that? Yeah, because they changed the process of what the show was.
Yeah.
They like all went to jail. It's like, it's the opposites, right?
Yeah.
So the point is, I don't think that I should be stressed about my movie because of the ending.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about the ending.
I'm not worried about the ending.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, comedy's in the little, like, it's in the day to day. It's not, you're not trying to build a story the whole time for the most part. And it's just like, it has to end.
It just has to end. The best comedy ending they ever say was the Dinosaurs TV show.
Okay.
Because it was a comedy, it was ridiculous. It was like Roseanne almost with dinosaurs, right?
Okay.
And then at the end, it was just like, oh, a meteor's going to hit the Earth. We're all going to die.
Yeah.
And it was
logical ending.
And it was just serious.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And the newscaster came on. It was like, all right, this is it. And then they died. And everyone's like, that was a tremendous ending. People love that ending so much.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to be worried about the ending. To this
movie. I'm watching Ted Lasso, and I'm like, this is a totally different show than when it started, which is fine, but it's just
because there are chapters.
Yeah, they're trying to end it in a different way than how it started, which is fine, I guess. But you don't want that. You want your movie to be funny?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
A funny movie is not a good life.
You're right.
A funny movie is a bad life. To live a comedic life is horrible. Because where does comedy come from? Pain, suffering, someone failing over and over again, never achieving their goals, never getting what they actually want.
Getting in your own way.
A comedic...
treating other people poorly, not realizing. Or getting walked all over, not realizing.
Flawed.
Yeah.
Yes.
There has to be dynamics at play.
A comedy... to live a comedic life is a tragedy.
Yeah. In some ways.
Wow, I came in here.
But also to live a tragic life is a tragedy. Like, if a dramatic, like, if your life is going to be on display for a TV,
you know what the
for
difference
a movie,
between a tragedy, a tragic life being a tragedy, and a comic life being a tragic life being a comedy, and a tragic life being a tragedy?
Okay, what's it?
When a tragic life is a comedy, the person in it is fat. The person in it has an ugly face.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference.
Yeah, sometimes.
What's the difference? There's no difference besides what pant size they wear. Yeah. It's a true tragedy when they're stunning.
Yeah.
It's a comedy when you go, oh, they're a loser.
Yeah.
When you look at, oh, yeah, that's when it's a comedy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Is it?
Maybe that, yeah.
I don't want my life to be a comedy.
Okay.
What do I want it to be? Miracle.
Okay, that's the other option. Is a triumph story.
A triumph story.
Back on the Joe Rogan wave a little bit, but yeah, so a triumph story.
I want
a true, real underdog.
I want an underdog story.
Okay.
And what am I an underdog for? There's one thing.
Okay.
You guess.
Only one thing.
Stop.
Okay.
What do you think it is, Robbie?
I don't know.
Is it?
There's a lot of things I think you would be an underdog. What do you mean? I'm thinking this weekend how bad I am at a lot of stuff. Like, which is okay.
Okay, give me one example that I'm an underdog.
An underdog.
Hurry up.
I don't know. Crew. You would be an underdog. You have to wake up 4 a.m. every morning, do rowing on the East River.
The East River?
Yeah, this is my story. What do you mean it's
Ninja
fake?
Turtles?
It's a fake story.
What are these mutants going on the river?
Yeah. I don't know. Hacking, computer hacking? What do you mean? Like, there's so many things.
I guess
there's a story, like...
I'm an underdog.
Anything that you haven't tried to do yet.
Wait a second. I'm realizing this. I'm only an underdog.
No, there's certain things you're a favorite in.
I'm only an underdog.
No, comedy, the things that you are
I'm
good
still
at.
an underdog.
You are still somewhat of an underdog.
I'm an underdog in everything. I'm an underdog in every aspect of my life.
No, not improv competitions in New York City. I think you would be a favorite if there's ever an improv competition in New York City. I think
I'm an underdog in every aspect of my life.
Yeah, but most human beings are underdogs in a lot of aspects in their life with respect to a movie. If we're going to make a movie about it.
I'm an underdog.
I mean.
This is the moment I realized.
What? I mean, there's some things that you're not. There's some things that you're not.
This is the moments that I realized how low I truly was as an underdog.
I mean, in some ways not.
Do you think I'm an underdog at loving my mother?
No, I don't think so.
Don't lie to me.
No,
Don't lie to me.
I
You know what I got my mother for Mother's Day?
what?
An Amazon thing that she sent to me to buy her.
I mean, my mother bought me stuff for Mother's Day, so you're beating me there. No, but in some ways, I'm like, the other day I was in Fort Greene Park smoking a joint at the top of the stairs, and there's this new song that came out, and the chorus is like, all my life they've been trying to keep me down, and it's like this piano, it's nice, whatever, and I'm listening to it on repeat, and I'm like really living in this moment, and then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not. They're trying to keep me down. Nobody's really trying to keep me down. I'm in Fort Greene, an area that's been gentrified of people that have actually, and I'm like, I'm listening to this. They've been trying to keep me down. And I'm like, what? At what point, like, I can't pretend, like I'm trying, you want to have that underdog mentality. But like at some point, I'm not really an underdog.
So am I an underdog or not?
In some ways not. But like, if it was specific to a movie or something like that, you could be in a new avenue. Am I an underdog if I try to go play basketball? Yeah, for sure. If I'm like trying to become the best pickup basketball player in New York City, I'm a severe underdog.
Okay. I was going to say I'm an underdog in rollerblading.
Rollerblading. Okay.
No, I know.
I love a rollerblading movie.
I was going to say
Shout out Brink.
Shout out Brink. Oh, God. That was a man I looked up to.
Me too.
The guy from Brink was someone I looked at and I said, that's what women want.
Me too. I mean,
this was a Mel Gibson to me.
Yeah, without a doubt. He was the coolest person when I was in third grade.
He had the hair.
Eric Von Detten is his name.
He is still. If I had to hook up with one guy, he would be at one at the top of my list.
Oh, Brink was the. Because also guys like me and you are not maybe hyper masculine.
No.
So we see a guy who's good at rollerblading with a suds and whatever his.
And not hyper masculine.
Yeah, not hyper masculine.
Loved his
very
family.
Cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was ideal.
He didn't get all the girls, but the girl he liked him.
Exactly.
It wasn't about the quantity. It was the quality.
Yes, yes.
It was the person that he liked.
Yes.
Liked him.
Yes.
It wasn't. And he just literally, he didn't cheat. He was there. There was a bad guy. He beat the bad guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He trains. Oh, God. And his hair.
I mean, he's extremely dreamy. That's the big thing. Dreamy.
Now imagine me and Brink. Instant comedy. The same exact, everything
What do you
beat
mean?
to beat,
You're
the
funny.
same dialogue.
Okay, you can't. All right, true.
I'm funny.
You're walking around.
I'm walking around.
State. You're walking around Boy State shaking your ass. I mean, are you gonna be able to do
Yeah,
Brink without shaking your ass?
Got some shake to it. Okay,
Well,
bro.
but are you gonna be able to do Brink without shaking your ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll only do it.
You'll do serious Brink.
Just imagine me getting to the finish line, just sweating profusely. And then just imagine me getting the starting line, sweating profusely. Just there. Just the hair. Just, oh, God.
Would you get a wig for Brink? You'd have to get his hair.
I'd have to.
Yeah. Big part of the movie.
It's a huge part of the movie.
Yeah, no. And almost as a precursor to Brink, extremely goofy movie I also really liked. Which is, again, about roller skating and rollerblading.
What I was going to say.
Yeah.
Also about cheese.
Also about cheese?
The way that one dude ate cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Was literally blew my mind.
Yeah. But after that movie, I would get extra cheese on pizza.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I've never had Cheese Whiz because I know it would let me down compared to how much that guy loved Cheese Whiz. Even as a child, I said my expectations are too high. I'm holding Cheese Whiz to such a high regard because of an extremely goofy movie, and a goofy movie that I will never eat Cheese Whiz because the way that man ate Cheese Whiz, made it seem like a delicacy, made it seem like it was the most delicious food in the entire market. Yeah, and I knew that it was not going to live up, so I never ate Cheese Whiz my entire life.
Interesting.
I'm a man of morals. I live by a code.
You have a code for sure.
I do have a code.
Okay. So you want to do a rollerblading movie?
I was making a joke.
Okay. What do you think you're an underdog in?
I'm going to say it, but we can't feel bad.
Okay. We can move on.
Loving myself.
Very much so.
So that's where. So rather than
this is a real trauma.
I'm not trying to do a comedy.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to live in a beautiful drama.
Okay.
And I think that's not going to be external. It's going to be internal.
Okay.
Everything that I need is already around me.
Yes.
It's about me changing from the inside rather than the outside changing around me.
I mean, this is true. This is all true. If we're doing a true movie, this is great. Yeah.
This is great.
This is great. Yeah. This is what you need. Yeah, for
and
sure.
This is
we're going to be like, does Sebastian Conelli outside of this movie need internal, external, internal? Does Sebastian Conelli, like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, this is all true.
I'm not trying to make jokes.
All right, based on a true story.
This is a true story.
This movie.
I'm not trying to make jokes.
Okay, no. Why would you ever do that?
Mercury's out of retrograde.
Yes.
And this morning I said I woke up and I'm in a movie about a man trying to find love. And that love is inside of him.
That's good.
And the pussy he gets is tremendous.
This is where it gets off the rails. This is external.
and then he's slamming beers. No, I know. That's what it is.
You need to keep the external at bay at some point.
What do you believe? Do you believe in Andrew Huberman talking about...
I don't really know much about him.
Well, let me explain.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about anything, but dopamine.
Okay.
That constant dopamine makes a person weak and
No.
makes them seek out dopamine. You don't believe him.
The constant
Can I tell you
dopamine
this?
makes a person weak.
He is a PhD
Weak
in neuroscience.
Weak in what regard?
That it nullifies the dopamine and that you'll only continue to seek it out so that you end up just being at a baseline, right? When you give yourself constant dopamine throughout your day, you need that amount of dopamine just to feel normal.
Okay. I don't know. I can't put if you were to be like, do you want constant dopamine in your life or do you want to feel shitty? I would take dopamine.
Not shitty.
Okay.
You just learn to have dopamine drops.
Okay.
And
I mean, I think naturally that would probably happen in some way, but would I rather do that with not having to worry about basic needs? Yeah.
It's not about...
I think my basic needs is like the biggest thing that makes me feel shitty.
So when people go on a vacation, they come home, they usually feel bad.
Okay.
Or like the Sunday scaries.
Yes.
It's because you just had a dopamine dump for the weekend.
Okay, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But would I rather I mean, there's a way to create a life where you have your basic needs met, that you're just not doing things that you don't like, you dislike, where I don't think it's varying that much.
Well, this is what I'm saying now about external factors.
Okay.
I'm bringing this back to the movie.
Okay.
So this is why it can't be, I love myself and I'm getting tons of pussy and I'm...
I agree. It can't be the external. I don't believe that the external dictates a ton, aside from the fact my basic needs.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's why I agree with you when I can't be talking about instantly the change comes from within and let's enjoy all the outside.
I agree. Yeah, 100%.
The change can't come from within with all the dopamine on the outside.
Yes.
And that's something I need to realize.
Yeah, 100%.
The dopamine can't come from the outside anymore, Robert.
I don't disagree. I'm on this wave.
You know where the dopamine has to come in?
Within.
I've been doing semen retention for 45 days.
Okay,
no, I'm kidding.
He's like, there's dopamine in my jizz. I gotta get all my jizz inside.
I've been letting all this dopamine out of my cock every night. So now I squeeze my balls. I get myself as hard as I can every night. And I go, you stay in. I scream at my dick that my cum stays inside of me.
I don't know if that's going to help.
This is my movie, and my movie is about making my cock as hard as possible and making sure that the cum stays in me.
Okay.
I want all future me's living inside of me forever.
Okay.
The more me's inside of me, the stronger I'll be.
Okay. Tough to call your jizz you.
What is jizz besides not little me's?
Jizz.
No.
I think it's jizz.
No. I believe I have a ton of little me's working in a factory, and that factory is called testicles.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think this is good.
So I am stopping to purposely put dopamine in me right now.
Okay.
And I'm looking for little dopamines along the way.
Okay.
Not purposely seeking out things that might feel like instant validation, or instant dopamine hits.
Or just being cognizant of what that is.
There's some things I will never give up.
What?
Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That's
you're talking
different
about. Basic needs.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
That's different. That's not giving you validation.
No.
I don't think a cup of coffee is changing the way you love yourself
No.
or how you view yourself.
No.
But like, if you couldn't afford coffee, a very cheap thing, you might view yourself as like, oh, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean by basic needs, I guess. Like, what you need a baseline, and I don't need a lot baseline, I think, to feel good. And also, you have to be realistic under the world we live in of like, what is my baseline to feel good? Because some people could be like, I need basic needs, and that is to stay in a 5-star hotel and go on a vacation once a quarter and have my own apartment and all right, those are more advanced basic needs.
And one of my basic needs is advanced.
What?
Air conditioning.
Yes.
I know that's advanced, but I need it.
No, that's fine.
Need it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone knows where they're bougie.
Yes.
And where I'm bougie is when it comes to the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Because I need that shit blowing on me.
Yeah. That's where sometimes it's hard to relate to some people that their basic needs are just like very elevated. And that is a lot of people in New York that move from other places, I think.
It's hard, you know?
In New York. Or that's where I'm like, you're never that grounded if this is what you need.
They're not grounded.
No.
A person can drown in 40 feet of water or it's 4 inches, brother.
That's true.
Doesn't mean they don't drown.
That's true.
So we just aware how much water is around them. And we can't judge them.
Yeah.
Welcome to It's Time for Donnie Llama. It's me, Donnie. Hey, how you doing? It's me, Donnie Llama, back for another edition of I Got Good Thoughts. My thought of the day is, hey, a motherfucker might drown in 40 feet of water or 4 inches. No matter what, the fucker drowns.
Yes.
Donnie Llamas.
So you have a movie. It's about loving yourself. You're the underdog. Has a bad ending. What else? What else is going on in the movie? That's all we have so
That's
far.
all we got.
Yeah.
Mercury's out of retrograde.
Internal.
Mercury's out of retrograde. It's not going to be funny. The ending's going to be bad. I don't love myself.
It starts internal. Yeah, you need to seek internal validation, not external.
Maybe we should do an alien flick.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe we should do an alien
alternate
flick.
reality. I don't know. But it's good. It's a good mentality, I suppose.
It's a good mentality. I've been doing little gratitudes.
That's good.
By doing,
I think you have a lot to be grateful for.
I started one today.
Okay.
I did one today.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the Underdogs.
That's nice.
I guess I'm putting the cart before the horse, you know? Trying to figure out what the movie is.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
I guess a little bit. But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just, every so often, Sebby's got to evaluate.
I was actually thinking about this a little bit this weekend. I was like, I want to make, say, stories. I want to that's kind of what I want to do. Mm-hmm. But if I were not to be successful in that, then it's like, maybe I try to live a life that is a story worth telling. And what was I thinking? I was like, I'll try to unionize places in New York City and really show people that their worth, what their worth is. That was what I was thinking. I was like, hey, worst comes to worst, maybe I try to live a life that is a story worth telling. I don't need to tell a story. What am I doing? I'm trying to tell stories, but maybe I just live a life. And I was thinking, maybe I'll try to unionize a lot of places in New York City.
That's a beautiful sentiment.
That's what I was thinking this weekend.
To be a story worth telling.
While I was staring, when I was walking around the pool, staring at your friends. But this is shit I think about sometimes.
Maybe I live a life that's worth telling.
Maybe I live a life that's a story worth telling.
And that story is creep at the gym. That story is a horror story. That story is how your gym goes out of business because one man that runs the pool stares at everyone. Yeah.
No, I wasn't trying to. I apologize to the brothers I was staring
You're not gonna listen.
I know. I'm just letting the people know. I will send out an apology. That's wild behavior.
It's okay, Rob. We all have wild behavior.
Yeah.
And that's okay. We forgive.
Yeah.
You're right. We shouldn't do spin jobs. Spin jobs, you don't get better.
No.
Spin jobs, you don't get better.
You could justify anything, especially you.
Throw me under the bus like that.
I mean, that's a lot of
throw me under the bus like
a
that.
lot of improv is justifying weird behavior.
Improv.
Sure. But you know how to do it. You know how it works. You've taken the lessons. You're the best.
I'm teaching a class at WGIS about justification.
Oh,
come check it out.
I mean, that's
how to justify
a spin job. That's all it is.
Unusual behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it with Sebastian Conelli. It's a sold out already. It doesn't matter.
All right, cool. That's what I'm saying. You could spin anything, especially you. I think that is one of the biggest lessons that people could learn from improv.
But you can't lie to yourself forever.
No, you can't lie to yourself.
You can't lie to yourself forever.
But it does help you realize how other people lie to themselves, I think. If you actually understand whatever you're supposed to be learning in these improv classes at a fundamental level, you're like, oh, a lot of people do this.
It's good to know someone's history because then you know why they have certain behaviors.
Yes, definitely. I feel like that happens a lot where you hear something about someone, you're like, it puts together a lot of things.
It puts together a little puzzle piece.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, they can't even see it themselves.
Yes.
I try to see my own. I try to see the... What's the matter?
I don't know. You stared into the abyss.
How'd it feel for me to stare into the abyss?
No, fine. It was just funny.
Now,
funny thing with your mouth.
Imagine that was you trying to do overhead press, and I'm just staring at you.
Yeah.
I know you, sort of. We know each other, maybe. Do I know you? I don't know.
Is it her? Could it be? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, what are the odds? I mean, it's got to be, but who knows? I don't know.
And there you go.
And then by that time, it's 12 seconds. 12 seconds is a lot of time to stare at someone.
12 seconds. I hate the things that are like, to show a woman that you're into her, maintain eye contact, have her be the first one to look away.
That's weird.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I know.
If a girl I like looks at me, I instantly be, I become a little bashful boy.
I know. Sometimes I lose my train of thought mid-sentence. And if I'm staring at someone... No, I know. For
you
sure.
Gotta tell us.
I know. So, especially, I like to pause if I don't know what I'm going to say or I don't want to say or whatever. And you're staring at someone that you're attracted to and you finally make the eye contact and it's like, this is the pressure's on. Now the eye contact's been held. Each second that you're still maintaining eye contact, the pressure builds. I don't know.
I think it's just...
I don't think about eye contact. Since people like to talk about it. And then I'm just like,
I don't think eye contact. I make eye contact good enough.
That's what I think,
It's so nice. It's so nice to have some things that you're just like, I'm covered on.
Yeah.
I'm just covered.
Yeah.
All these videos pop up on like, does this guy have charisma? I'm covered on that.
Yeah, I feel covered on most things. I feel like
on most things
from the internet. Yeah, from the advice the internet is giving.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, I think I understand this principle. I'm not getting a ton of things from the internet that I'm like, oh yeah, that is I never thought of that. On like how to interact with another person.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
because the internet's really for children.
No, I mean. All right, you're telling me you're. I guess you're.
Let's
doing
be
this,
honest.
You're saying the same.
The internet is for children.
Yeah.
The internet is mostly geared towards children.
Yes.
Adults that use the internet a lot are regressing to their points where they feel comfortable and safe like a child.
Okay.
A lot of the time. It's a lot of doom scrolling or mind numbing, right?
For like a social media.
Yes. They're not looking to be challenged. They're not looking to like have these new points of view.
No, but like TikTok, I feel like that was a big thing. That people got new advice. They learned things from TikTok. TikTok is this great educational tool. XYZ. You, as one of them, I feel like learned some stuff on TikTok.
And who learns more? Who learns the most?
What?
Who, as humans, who learns the most?
Okay.
Who?
Children.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's a learning place.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's just, as things for children are bad.
Yeah.
You don't gotta tell me. I watched Shrek the Third in 4 installments over the weekend.
In 4 installments.
Yeah.
Nice. 20-minute clips.
That's what we had time for.
That's nice.
That's what we had. That's what we could do.
How did it age? Shrek Third.
Bad. I knew it was bad.
It was bad.
And everyone out there, I know the Shrek rave is coming to New York. I cannot go. Thank you for sending it to me. I cannot go. I will be away.
Okay.
Beautiful. I just had to make that clear. I am done getting information about the Shrek rave.
A late PSA on the pod.
A late PSA. I know about the Shrek rave. I will be out of town.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you so much. I love that people are sending me the Shrek rave.
Yes.
I wish I could go.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I heard it's good.
Of course it's good.
It's happened some other
You
places.
know who I would go as?
Who?
Who do you think?
Donkey.
Lord Farquhar.
Lord Farquhar.
Yes, I would go as Lord Farquhar.
Yeah.
You tell me I wouldn't crush showing up to the Shrek raid as
That
Lord
would be
Farquhar.
good. Yeah.
I would go as Shrek. I think I would actually be able to find my dream partner, my forever partner at the Shrek rave.
Damn. Might be worth missing whatever obligation you have.
I will be in Denver.
You'll be in Denver? Yeah.
I can't.
You can't miss it. I mean, it'll come back. The Shrek rave moves all over the country.
Think of me as dressed up in green paint as Shrek.
Green paint.
That's my moment.
You'll do a full green paint.
Full green.
That's incredible. My college roommate.
To the tips of my toes.
My college roommate did a full blue paint, and he was a genie once.
I would do. You would be putting the paint on my back.
Yeah. I would paint you up.
You come over. You paint me down.
Paint you down. Paint you up.
You paint me up and down like one of your French girls.
Okay.
And I think that's where I would have my best chance, because to walk in as one of the biggest ogres at the Shrek rave, as one of the biggest Shreks at a Shrek rave. Damn.
You're getting a lot of attention. This is external, by the way, though.
It's good I'm away.
Yeah.
It's good I'm away. Right? Because we need to find the joy I need to find the Shrek within.
You need to find the Shrek within.
Because that's what Shrek did.
Yes.
No, he went on a journey.
Shrek did go on a journey, and he met somebody he loved. But I do think he had to reconcile a lot of things with himself. He had to get over, he was insecure about talking to Fiona.
Yeah.
And he kind of had to reconcile within himself his self-love journey. Because he hated himself, and he was embarrassed. And then that's what he had to kind of reconcile.
Yeah, you're right. And my Shrek journey does not belong going to a rave.
Yeah. But although he did need the external validation of Donkey telling him the whole story for him to feel the push to go resolve the end of the story. But you hope you come to that on your own.
You hope.
Without Donkey.
But everyone's got a coach.
Everyone. Yeah, for sure. It's hard. It's hard out here.
Friday night, we got a show.
May 19th, 9:30 p.m. Please come out. It's going to be a good time. 9:30 p.m. Maddie is going to be there. And, grab those tickets. We're going to be posting about it all week. We're very excited. And we'll see you guys Friday night.
Beautiful. All right, Robbie, hit the music.